The City of Sydney councillors have voted to reinstate a ban on events including live music and food festivals in parks, this time blaming climate change. Our senior reporter Kenny Heatley is live at Victoria Park in Sydney. Kenny, Clover Moore's fun police strike again.
Yeah, it seems that way, Laura. That's right. This is not a new ban. It was first instated in 2022, but a meeting of Clover Moore's councillors on Monday night voting to reinstate this ban. Several events will be exempt, though, such as the Mardi Gras Fair Day. What they're worried about is the damage to grass and the cost of returfing that grass, and it seems that climate change partly to blame as well. This in the minutes from Monday's meeting stating climate change is accelerating severe weather events and in recent years increased rainfall in the lead up to and during outdoor commercial events, including the night noodle markets at Hyde Park and Prince Alfred Park, resulted in significant damage to large sections of the park. This is rubbing the Premier Chris Minns up the wrong way. He was speaking at a press conference earlier today. This is at a time when the New South Wales government is trying to revitalise the live music industry and nightlife in the city.
Yeah, I think she's made a big mistake here, and these, particularly closer to the city, open spaces, night markets, noodle markets, places for the community to come together are exactly what big cities should be doing. I don't think this is reasonable. The decision needs to be reversed. Sydney is not just for the residents that live in Sydney. If you're going to be the mayor of that community, you have to think about the millions of people that live in the surrounding communities.
Now, Lord Mayor Clover Moore is going to be writing to the state government requesting that they drop their booking prices for massive spaces in the city like the Domain to make it more financially accessible for smaller event organisers. They're also going to ask for events supporting infrastructure here at Victoria Park to be partly paid for by the state government, and then the City of Sydney will consider holding events here. Whether the government is going to be receptive to that, Laura, is yet to be seen. The Premier wasn't asked about that directly. I wasn't at that press conference this morning, but certainly another blow to cultural events and live music in the heart of Sydney.
It's just extraordinary, isn't it, Kenny, because you have John Graham with Chris Minns trying to really revive Sydney's nightlife, create these massive events, and they've got the council, like Clover Moore, just working against them at every turn.
Yeah, that's right. And this has been a major push by the state government ever since they were elected to try and revitalise the nighttime economy, basically, in Sydney. And there's so many things that they've had to change, like making it harder for people to make complaints and that sort of thing who live next to live music venues. And then you have a council that is blocking what would be quite a lot of square kilometre space when you're talking about how many parks that the City of Sydney own. And yes, they're right. It has been raining a lot in Sydney recently. We all know that. We've all been experiencing it here in Victoria Park. It is a bit soggy, but eventually you would expect that things would dry out again. Is the City of Sydney going to then stop the ban once it dries out? I don't think so. Back to you.
No, that's the problem, because the overreach stays in place far longer than it should. Kenny, thanks so much for that.